who has endorsed the 10-point plan. Ladies and gentlemen, that is none other than Congressman Weber from Texas.
Wow. We live in historic times, do we not? Isn't it about time that we got here? I tell you what, thank God for President Trump for knocking out the Iranian, what do you want to call them, idiots, tyrants. I mean, it's unbelievable what they've been doing to Iran. So listen to this. We talk about the 10-point plan. Rejection of the absolute clerical rule. Y'all good with that? You bet. Freedom of speech, freedom of plural of political parties, freedom of assembly, freedom of the press, and the internet. Dissolution of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps. Man, is that a good movement. Y'all think? Come on, I got to get y'all going. The terrorist Quds Force, the plainclothes groups, the unpopular Basi, the Ministry of Intelligence, Council of the Cultural Revolution, and all of the suggestive patrols and institutions in cities, villages, schools, universities, offices, and factories. We're on the threshold of making the greatest achievement in Iran in decades and decades and decades. Can I get a witness? Come on, I want y'all in this. Hey, we've all seen it. We've all seen it. Iranians in the streets waving their own flag right alongside the American flag. That tells you everything you need to know. We're behind this movement. We're behind the 10-point plan, right? Come on. Lunch is not that close, is it? I got to get y'all woke up. This is not anti-America. These are people crying out for their God-given freedoms highlighted in Maryam Rajavi's 10-point plan for the future of Iran. Those same freedoms that Tom just talked about that are right here in America. Let me be clear. I stand lockstep in President Trump and the decisive actions being taken right now. Operation Epic Fury sent a message to the world that they could not ignore. Strength matters. Resolve matters. Freedom matters. When America leads with clarity and purpose, we can achieve those things. Get behind our Iranian friends. Get behind those people who are standing up for freedom, risking their lives. We know how many deaths, how many people have been hung, executed, or just taken away in the dead of night, and you never know where they wind up. Here's the truth. The Iranian regime has been in business been in power and in business too long. It is time that they go. So we're right on that cusp of that happening. You know, a fellow Texan once put it pretty plainly. We're not going to let them test this again. George Bush said, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. We're not going to, I don't think the president is going to accept the Iranian regime, the current one, all their things that they think they can do and say so that they can stay in power. We don't want that to happen, right? That's right. We got a guy back there in the third pew. Absolutely. You betcha. Listen, while we talk about strength abroad, America will also have a responsibility to be a voice for those who don't have freedom, who don't have that strength. That's why I'm so proud of our military, our fighting men and women. So proud of the president. So proud of y'all. So proud of Maryam Rajavi. We're on the cusp of a great, great change, not just in American or Iranian history, but think about this. In world history. Think about that. Yeah, you bet. You betcha. Well, I could go on and on and on about the good things that are happening. The Iranian people have made it unmistakably clear that enough is enough, right? Y'all, some of y'all are repeating my notes. Did y'all read my notes? Man. We were, you know, Americans get this. Americans understand because we were once the people that stood up to tyranny. Tom McClintock talked about that a little bit. It's our duty when government becomes oppressive to get them out of the way. And it's gone on way too long for the Iranian people. That same spirit is alive today in Iran, has been for a long time. So while their path belongs to them, we certainly have a role to play. Folks, we're going to have our work cut out for them when we finally get the murderers and the thugs and the thieves kicked out. Iran's going to need our backup, our support, and America's going to stand with Iran. Mark my words. I will continue to be a strong advocate for Iranian people right here in the Western Hemisphere. I could go on and on and on. Let me just tell you, America is on the right side of this. When we look back, when historians write the books and stuff, they will know that America was on the right side of this. So let's make sure that we stay all together. I'm going to say this: God bless you, God bless Mary Moshavi, and God bless the United States and